Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to Trade Setup and the afternoon wrap for the 6th of October. Okay, we're going to go through the price action today on the ASX200. We'll look at a daily chart and we'll break that down to the 30-minute chart. We're going to look at a 4-hourly chart on the Aussie dollar, and then we're going to go over to the S&P and what we could expect for tonight. Just going over the daily chart again, we'll recap that, and we'll go through to an hourly chart on that. Okay, looking at the ASX, this is the daily chart here, just a bigger time frame. We can see that trend has been higher. We're holding higher lows and we're making higher highs right up until we get 56.05 as the current highs in this trend, and we've got that leg up has been held at the 50.38 or 50.40 zone. We have touched down, but this is not confirmed that this is the anchor for that uptrend at 51.55. We did just find that rising support down, this rising support here. Just touched down, and we actually bounced off that recently. Now it is in overbought territory, so it's going to be interesting to see whether it can get up to and through 56.05 on a daily basis. But then again, we could easily be overbought, like at this contract a bit and then push up, contract a bit, push up until we get to 56.05 or even through. So we're not out of the woods at the moment. It is definitely looking like it's going higher. And it is held at the moment on the daily chart anyway at 51.55. So and you got little minor levels at 54.20 say, and then down to 53.75. But we'd have to see how that goes. We'll look at the lower time frame now. Okay, this is a lower time frame 30-minute chart. It is an overbought territory also, so we are really, it's a bit hard to move against that to move higher because it is a bit stretched from say this level here, touching support at 54.63. So for that to continue high, you'd probably need a bit of energy, which means a bit of a pullback, minor higher low, and then pushing up again. But just remembering that daily chart's overbought, and also this 30-minute chart is overbought. So it's going to be a big effort, but it doesn't mean it can't be done. We have seen today, we did see that push lower, so a bit of a washout of any longs, and any shorts have probably just been washed out on the other side, and we have washed them out, and then we popped back up and we made a couple of little lows at 54.69. That level held, and then we made a high low at say 71, and then we busted through. So a good little intraday trade there from say 77 or 80 zone up to, you got to 90 thereabouts. So not a big trade, but definitely one that happened today with a continuation entry. We did take out these highs from overnight at 54.85, so we'll just have to see if that can continue. Obviously we do, to continue high, we did a bit of a washout and then build that minor higher low, hold the trend, and then push up again. So it is going to be interesting the next few days, but we'll see how that goes obviously tonight and tomorrow. Okay, we've got the Aussie dollar 4-hourly chart here. It is interesting. It looks like it is potentially rolling over. We did get that push up to resistance, longer term resistance at 77.31, did come crashing down. So this price action here is quite severe. It did move down quite hard to 74.45, and then we stair-stepped our way back up, spiked through, hit 7,700, spiked through, bit of a washout, and then pushed lower down to 75.90. Did rebound off that level, and that was pretty much through that anchor. So we call that the anchor level of the leg up, that current minor leg up. Did wash that out and then pop back up, but we made a lower high, so that is conducive of a bit of a move down, a bit of a move lower. But this action here is quite controlled as compared to this sharp movement down, so it'll be interesting to see. We could just pull back, make a major higher low, say around the 75.50, for another push higher, potentially straight up through 7,700, but we'll have to see how that goes. A bit of work to do yet. It is a 4-hourly chart, so there's a few candles to be built there, bit of price structure to be built, and we are in oversold territory, so it could stay oversold and just work its way down and then pop up and take everyone out. But we have to see how that plays out. Obviously it's linked to the US dollar and what happens in the US. Now looking at the US, we've got the S&P 500 daily chart here. We spoke about this yesterday. We have had that move up, it was a while ago now, obviously from 19 or the 2000 mark. Did push down hard, obviously, bounced straight back up quite hard, and then we had that consolidation, some good consolidation action there. Did spike up for a few new highs, but then we had that failure, and we've been contracting since then and just working our way back up, making the higher lows, and we did make higher highs up until about here. We hit 21.79, and we've just looks potentially like we've made some lower highs, and we're failing to get back up through there to continue on. Now that level at 21.42 is quite important now on a daily basis. If we get through there, I think we're heading back down to 21.13 and even below. Bit of contracted action, maybe wash at that 21.13 before building a base and coming back up. But that's obviously longer term. Let's look at the minor charts now. We are in oversold on the 1 hour chart, which we'll see here. We're at a good level here. We've got that support level, support line, rising support holding at the moment, and so we need this for continuation. We need this 21.50 to 55 zone to hold, and then push back up. So if we get back up through 21.60, I think that's going to take us through to 21.65 and potentially higher. It's going to be a tough level to get through 21.65, but not impossible. Obviously, we've got everything sort of lined up for that at the moment. We had that move down and that test of support 21.42, which was rejected and has worked its way back up. So we'll just have to see if that uptrend can hold, that minor short-term uptrend can hold. But obviously that depends on the focus on the interest rates, what they believe is going to happen there, and also the presidential elections, which could really throw a spanner in the works. So we'll see how that goes. That's it for today, and we'll speak to you again tomorrow.